Hello, welcome back to Elden Ring, the game about being old and having rings around your eyes, because of how old you are. Last time we got to the Mogwin Dynasty Palace, which is all underground, like Sonic Underground. But anyway, we're here to gain levels and materials to level up. So we're just gonna run through all of these bad guys, or whatever they are. They could be bad, they could also just be guys. But do not get all bloodied up, don't die, because these guys can blood you a lot. They can make you bleed a lot. Newman's rune, that's what we're here for, is runes, and souls, and soul runes, and rune levels, and rune souls. For we want to get as high level as possible. You can actually just jump around this guy, which I find is hilarious. That huge blob guy who's supposed to block your pathway. But no, he does not block anything. Not from me. Stone sword key. We will need our light very shortly, because we're entering a very dark tunnel. Which is right there, it's a dark tunnel. Somewhere around here is one of the hardest bosses in the game, or at least one of the ones that gives you the highest soul amounts in the game. So he might be good for you to beat just anyway, because of how many souls he gives you, but we're not here for that boss. We're here for getting big upgrade things. Ignore these enemies, they are very tough, and we will not defeat them. We will only die to them if we try to defeat them now. Instead, get this thing. It's a Great Ghost Glovewort. It's pretty much a plus 10. It's a slab, pretty much. It's a Titanite slab. That's how it would be used in context of Dark Souls, is as a Titanite slab. More upgrade materials. Even if it weren't upgrade materials, it would be good to have, because you can sell things. So if you can't use it, then sell it. And that should be plus 9, yeah. Glovewort plus 9. And then the Grate is plus 10. Just don't get dead. Get away before you get dead. Do a little zigzag. And then no, touch the thing. Okay. We might have to defeat these guys, unless they fade away. Unless they just fade away like that, and then press the actual grace button. The gracious bonfire button. So up here, beyond all these guys, is an actual slab, because you can use it on an actual weapon. So just to die. Just go on past all these guys and get the slab. It doesn't matter how many times you die, because we're going to be grinding souls in this area. Because this is a grind area for souls. Anyway, I got a Lord's rune back there. And that's the biggest rune item, biggest soul item you can get. Gives you 50,000 souls, which is nowhere near what we're gonna get from just grinding out regularly. I think if you open the chest, then it stays open, but it matters not. We got the Somber Ancient Dragon Smithing Stone, which is pretty much just a Titanite slab, again, but for your special weapons. So that's nice, we're almost able to get things to plus 10. We're almost able to fully upgrade our weapons. And then if you look behind this thing, then you can find something special, something else special. A golden rune plus 13. Which is, how much does that give you? It gives you 10,000, which is nothing to sneeze at, nothing to barf towards, nothing to cough into, nothing to blow your nose into. I should not have activated this elevator. Up this elevator is that super hard boss I was talking about. He gives you tons of souls. Oh yeah, I have a map thing over here I don't need. But he gives you tons of souls if you can beat him. But we're not beating him yet. Because we need to get our stuff up to snuff. So now we're going to the actual place where we can grind. Just ignore the shadows going nuts. Here's another +9 glovewort. This is a good area to get random high-level gear and equipment. Like this thing. What's this thing? Casual +12 rune in the middle of just getting annihilated by super enemies. Don't worry too much about getting killed in this area. Just get through all these guys and get your stuff. Because we're about to grind to a level that they could not possibly imagine. Over here there should be a rune arc. If I remember correctly. I do remember exactly correctly. And then there's a bunch of other rune items. Soul items. Items that give you tons of souls. Just lying around in the mud. And then there's caves, little caves with soul items. So just ignore all the enemies, get all the items. That's a hero's rune. Hero's runes are worth more than regular runes. Ghost Glovewort +8. There's a spell for you if you like spells. If you like to spell things. Over there it's its own whole little area, but I don't like going over there. It's just a not very likable place. Okay. Alright, okay. So now we have 30k runes. 225k runes. All these +6 smithing stones. All these blood roses, these roses of the blood. +11 rune. So how much does this add up to? All these little rune things. Here's the actual grind spot, by the way. It's this bonfire that we are at this moment in time. So let's pop all of these and see how much it gives us. It should be like a much more than decent amount. And we haven't even begun to grind yet. This is just like getting ourselves able to grind, because now we'll have the levels needed to actually wield these weapons. Because before we could just wield them because of the rune arc. But now we can wield them for real. 158,000 souls. Look at all those level ups. So we need like 38 to wield the weapon and then 15 intelligence. And then the rest can go into HP for now. So where's is that the requirements? It should be the correct requirements. Yes, it would be red if it weren't. The stats would be at least. So here's what you do to grind here. You remember that special ability this weapon has? You just go here, do that, bring them all in, and ta-da! Most of them should be dead. And once we get it fully upgraded, then they should be easily all dead. And then you can upgrade your magic so that you can do this several times in a row. Oh yeah, I'm like heavy laden. I'm like super heavy. I need to upgrade my endurance so that I can become less heavy a man. So how much more do I need? I'm at medium load. Now I'm at medium load. So haha. That's good. So first we need a +5 stone, and apparently there is one in Redmane Castle that I just completely went by. And if you come back here, then there might be a boss over here. Thank goodness there isn't at this point. There totally could have been a boss that I had to go through in order to get the +5 smithing stone. Then +7 is in that hole that opened up in the ground. So first we're gonna, after we get this smithing stone and upgrade our weapon, we're going to... Where's the stone? Where is it? Where's my stone? There it is. After we upgrade our weapon, we're gonna go down the Ranni quest line so that we can get some more upgrade materials. Although we might not no, we do need to go there because there's an entire underground civilization that you cannot go to without Ranni. And you need to go to that civilization in order to then go and get your ghost leveled up all the way. And we will get our ghost in the next underground civilization we go to. So we need to do the Ranni quest line, and that's what we're doing. We're doing that. We're doing the Ranni quest line so that we don't have to waste time searching for ghost glovework materials, and instead we can just buy them from stores by getting bell bearings. So just run through this area. If you're having trouble, then you can use your summons, but really you just need to run through. For some reason, stamina only goes down when you're in combat in this game. I guess that's because it's open world and they wanted you to run forever. Be able to run forever, except for in combat. So over here there should be like smithing stones, I think. Under the table, yep. How do I remember these things? How do I do it? How do I use my mind? Up there's a shopkeep, but you can only go up there by dropping down into that area from somewhere up higher. Somewhere even higher. Here's some ghost guards, but they don't matter at all to me and my being as a human in this world of souls creatures. I wonder what a ghost crossbow uses as its bolts. Like, are the bolts ghostly too? Or do they get actual physical bolts, even though they're ghosts that appear out of nowhere? Magic logic. Logic of magic. Is there any to this magic? Is there any logic to this magic? It would appear not. So here we have another golden tree with a little golden blessing on the bottom of it. So always get your little golden blessings. Ignore the enemies, for the enemies do not matter, only the bosses matter. Even all these massive, huge enemies with their huge, massive attacks, they don't matter, only the bosses do. Even these cooler looking enemies that can attack you even faster, they don't matter. Even them don't matter. Even them people don't matter. Only the bosses do. And this boss actually appears later in the game at a completely optional area, but they also appear here in a weakened state, in a weaker version, so that you can beat it at this point in the game. Let's see how much damage those attacks do now. And I'm only at 60% of my power level. Imagine me at 100%. And with armor that makes it so that I don't stagger as easily. One thing that's nice about this arena... Oh, I got an achievement for that. Apparently that's an important boss. One thing that's neat about this arena is that they put the bonfire right in the middle of the lake, which is very nice to see. It pleases my brain significantly. This area has an optional dragon boss, but we don't care about the dragon. We just care about the spire. We aspire to the spire. Sire. I didn't know that this bug was over here. Chilling Mist. Well, apparently Chilling Mist is there, for your information. There's some wolves around here, but the wolves do not matter. And there is another bonfire, because they really just put these things everywhere nowadays. Back in my day, they used to hold out on bonfires until you could find that special little spot where the bonfire was. But nowadays, they just put bonfires everywhere. It's like they want to be easier or something. So now is the point in the game where you just do a lot of talking. You talk to her, you talk to the NPCs that appear around once you stop talking to her, and then you talk to her again. Basically, you want to serve Ranny. Oh. Just go straight to the city, you say. Normally you have to meet like other guys down here, but I guess I killed Radon, and maybe that has progressed the quest line further than it would normally be at this point. So now we have to go over here to this... Oh, I do have to talk to these other people. She said go to Nokron, and I thought she meant now, immediately, but no. She has stopped my warping, so that I can talk to these fellow Ranny people. He's the blacksmith, the big, giant blacksmith, because there has to be one giant blacksmith. As per rules of Dark Souls, we must steal at least everything from Dark Souls. At least everything. There would be a wolf guy in that one room that I ran by, but apparently he's gone ahead to Nokron. And then this guy has his own quest line that you can follow or not follow, but it leads to weird doll stuff. So if you like dolls, then you might want to go on his quest line. And he's like in a different tower around here, but we don't care about that guy at all. So once you talk to them, just ride back up and talk to Ranny. Because this game really makes you go up and down this elevator several times for this quest line.
And it will be this doll still.
Keep on talking. So now we can warp out. And now we're about to get one of the best ghost ashes in the game. One of the two best ones, at least in the base game. I haven't really played around with the DLC ones, because the DLC stinks. But maybe I should. Maybe they would deal more damage for me. But anyway, huge crater is here because Radon like held up the stars or whatever. And the stars fell because we felled Radon like a tree. And then we leafed. Also like a tree. But one of the stars fell here. And look, it's I don't know, I guess star magic. That's how it's kept up. The magic is not realistic in this game at all. No realistic magic. And not really a through line for how magic works either. That's really what I mean by realistic magic, is magic that has a through line for how it works. Like you can logic out how the magic system would work. This magic is just nonsense magic, that's what I'm saying. It's nonsense, and it's magic nonsense. But anyway, here's an underground town for you. There are multiple of these throughout the game. And look, there's just a void. The building, there's just a void down there. So do not fall in this area, or you will go back to the last bonfire. Look at that, 1 hit, or rather 2 hits, because each sword is 1 hit. 1 attack button hit, but 2 sword hits. 2 sword hits per attack button hit. Yeah, that's it, that's the way, that's the thingy that I say. For calling finger remedy, that's basically where you want to get people online. You want to call forth the online people with the furl calling remedy. But anyway, bonfire. Bonfire! And look at these zombie people. I have no clue what's going up or going down with these people. But look, it's a bell bearing. So now we can get Ghost Glovewort up to +3. And if you continue on this quest, then you will be able to get it up to +6. And even, like, +10, because there's an area that allows you to get it even higher. Ta-da! Look at all that damage. It's already over 1,000 damage. How much higher could it go? Larval tier. That allows you to rebirth yourself and pretty much recreate your character into whatever you want your character to be or not to be. So this is a mimic boss fight, and it will mimic whatever you bring into it. Oh, I have a 3rd slot. I should have put that on there. But anyway, this will mimic whatever you have on you at the time, so if you take all your weapons off, then the boss will not have any weapons. And thus this is the most easily cheesable boss in the entire game, because you can just come in here without weapons. That statue is odd, isn't it? Like, that's like halfway up the statue, but it feels like it's supposed to fill out that archway. But if that's halfway up the statue, then it would have never filled out the archway. It would have gone way above the archway. Maybe they just made it too big in the game files or something. Lots of mistakes went into making this game. But anyway. Let me call my thingy, my thingle thingy. All he has is fists. But I have the North Star. I have all the stamina. And look at that damage. I have all the damage. He may be able to heal, but I have damage. And that's what really counts in this Elden world of Elden people, of old people. Jellyfish, finish him off. Or not. Backstab, let me backstab. Yeah, backstab finish. There you go, there you have it, the most easily cheesable boss in the whole game, and it has its own achievement tied to it. Ta-da! And look, it has a mask. It has a mask. And the real purpose of this mask is if you want your arcane to be put up by 8 points. 8 whole points into arcane if you just wear that mask. So that's highly beneficial. Do I have gloves? I do not have gloves. Somehow I don't have gloves yet. But anyway, I need to use a rune arc, because I have them, and they give me all these benefits. Now I've got to level up my level person. Gotta make my person level as I level up. Gotta put at least 40 points into health if you want to be really healthy. And then tons of points into magic. Or at least the magic bar. Which one is the magic bar? It's mind. Put a lot of points into mind so that you can get lots of magic. Lots of uses of the big yell attack that brings in tons of enemies. I guess that rolling ball had had a +5 somber thing in it, and somehow it like rolled off a cliff. I'm not sure how. But anyway, here's these guys. If you run past all of them, you can like light these archstone things and then fight a bigger boss in this area. But we don't care about the bigger boss, we care about the littler boss. AKA the not boss, the way that doesn't have a boss towards it. If you run past all those guys and then jump off the cliff, then you can go into this area. And this area has lots of little things around, lots of little secret items around every corner. Like this item, but that's on the main path. And then it has mimic tiers, more mimic tiers, but not of you. So don't worry about changing your equipment on these guys. I wanted to hit you, but apparently the lock-on just didn't want to work. Sometimes the lock-on just does not work. Look at how powerful we are already. Oh. Well, thank you. Thank you for killing me. Kind fellow of the nude variety. Or at least of the least amount of clothing possible variety. I'm gonna just use up rune arcs, because why not? I think you can grind them somewhere in the game. Probably off of rats, because they like giving those high-powered upgrade things to rats in these games. These kinds of Souls games. But anyway, we don't have to beat these guys. They're just more enemies. They feel nice to beat, but we don't have to beat them. Especially because we still have our starting gear on, which is not exactly the strongest of defense. Or rather, even strong defense at all. So here, we have the Black Wet Blade, and that can make any of your weapons... you know how you can change combat arts? That can make it so that any combat art you choose can be a blood combat art, or at least give your weapon blood effects to it. And this area, for some reason, it only requires one stone sword key, but this area has one of the strongest summon bell summons in the whole game. And it's behind just a regular enemy. But here, in this massive, huge chest, is the Mimic Tier. And the Mimic Tier sounds... It's pretty much exactly what it sounds like. It summons you to fight, and it costs HP instead of magic. So pretty much anyone can use the Mimic Tier on any build, because it just costs HP. And then you just have a copy of yourself that has probably a lot more health than you do, and you can upgrade it to +10, which is insane. But anyway, there's more to this area, and more to the quest, to Ronnie's quest. Nox Flowing Hammer. That's just like a wiggly hammer. It's a cartoon hammer that you can swing around. And then we don't care about those guys. We just care about speed. And running through. Here's another bonfire, just in case you needed more bonfires. It's kind of the only one in this whole town area, and it's only at the end of the town, because up there is the end of the town. So let's summon the Mimic Tier and see how good it can do us in actual mortal combat. And this is its unupgraded form, its completely unupgraded form. Celestial Dew. Celestial Dew lets you, like, if you hurt an NPC and they get mad at you, then the Celestial Dew lets them be nice to you again. Pretty much. Oh, great sword. Oh, great sword. What a great, great sword you have. Okay, man. You're getting the special treatment. Yeah! Almost dead. Almost all the way dead. Yes, yes. Look at him going off on his own, beating these enemies. Or at least trying to. Thank you very much, Mimic Tier, for trying and not succeeding. And now it goes away for some reason. Because this is the toughest one. Why did it go away on this one? But it's not that tough. You just stagger it. If it lets you stagger it. Why did I miss? I was locked on. Lock on should not allow you to miss. Or at least not if you're this close to the enemy. Come on, man. I was dodging. Push the dodge button, and it did not dodge for me. Okay, he should not be able to move that fast. He is a giant. These goofy games, this super goofy game. And all I get is a stinking piddly diddly amount of souls. Piddly diddly. Piddly diddly do. So if you're in Ranni's quest, you can open this chest, otherwise you cannot open it. And you get the Finger Slayer Blade and Great Ghost Glovewort, which is another Glovewort slab, pretty much. And then that just takes you back up the cliff, up to that bonfire up there. But where we really want to go is back up to Ranni to continue the quest line. We don't have to upgrade the Mimic Tier yet because we're about to get all the upgrade materials we need for it. Or at least all the bell bearings we need for it. More HP. Gotta get it up to 40, and then we're gonna pump stuff into Mind, pump levels into Mind, so we can get more uses of this attack. All your furniture is mine to break, except for that one. Does that one just not break? I guess so. Very strong furniture you have, except for all of that furniture. I braked all of it. I broke it, all of it. And now it is broken. Then she's like, thank you very much. And now go to this other place. If you want to. Like there's a tower in Liurnier that you can't go into unless you have this hourglass thing. So I think that you have to like reload this area and then she'll be gone. You want her to be gone because then the next part of the quest can take off. So let's reload the area. And is she gone forever? This next part of the quest also allows us to get our blades up to +10 because there's a +7 upgrade item along the lines of this quest. Are you gone? Yes, you're gone. And then this grace just points you towards this tower over here. Which means you're supposed to go to that tower, don't you know, to continue the quest line. Don't you know you're supposed to go to that tower? I've done this quest countless times. Sometimes just to get all of the bosses in the game. Because I have done all boss runs before. And then they update the list because they've found more bosses in the game. because it's such a huge game and so much stuff is hidden inside of it. And then they update it to have even more bosses in there every now and then. Once or twice. And look, it's a teleportation portal. It's a teleportal. Was that a cat in the background? What an odd howl. What an odd howl's moving castle. Look, it's a doll of Ranni. Don't tell the anime nerds about this Ranni doll, or else they'll do weird things with it. But little do you know, this doll is actually a real Ranni. For you can talk to it. And then she's like, oh fine, I can talk to you, fine. And then you can continue the quest line. So now there's a boss of Blade, the Blade Wolf, somewhere around here. And you can fight that boss and continue the quest line even further. But we don't care about that. We don't care about any of that. We just care about getting more materials so that we can upgrade ourselves. That's a big thing that you can fight. You don't need to fight it. You just need to get the materials and leave. Golden rune. Bone shard. If this were Dark Souls 2, then I would want that bone shard, but this is not. And I do not care about the bone shard. Stone sword key, because why not? Why not get more stone sword keys? Make sure to get these gloveworts. That's a +6. That's pretty good. Don't have to buy that now. I'm pretty sure +8, +7, 8, and 9 are all in this same area, and +10. Well, there's 7 for you. There's another 7. So now I don't have to search around for more 7s in case I want to upgrade something else. Boluses. Big boluses. What big boluses you have on you. What a big bolus you have. Here's massive ant things that we do not care about at all in the slightest. And there's another little ghost flower down here. Lots of 6 and 7 things. You can tell which level they want you to be at throughout the game based on pretty much what they give you in whatever area you're in. So if you get like level 7 stuff, then they want you to upgrade to level 7. What was that? What there was a thing. Talk to Ranni. She was an Empyrean because she's the daughter of America and whatever. A lot of the architecture in games like this just doesn't make any sense to me. Like these massive underground towns that just no one knows about but us. Come here, come to me, my pretty. It does not matter if you came to me, for I came to you and killed you in your face. Thank you for standing there and not coming towards me. I guess that's not what I wanted. That ant's skull plate is actually a shield, and I think it does poison, maybe to you. I'm not sure. Don't quote me ever. Don't ever quote me for anything, for any reason. I'm just searching for that material that I need. Is it in here? Yes, the Ghost Glovewort 2. That allows you to get up to +6 Glovewort. So we have the up to +3, and now we have the up to +6. And we also have +7 just in our inventory. And then if you go through this window, then you can find a Somber Stone +7. And now we can upgrade our weapons to their fullest potential. But first we must gain a +8 and a +9 Glowwort. Or rather Glovewort. Glovewort. No, it's a Ghostwort, actually. Glove Ghostwort. Or whatever. What is it? What actually is it? I need to know with my brain. I need my brain to know it. It's a Grave Glovewort and a Ghost Glovewort. What's a Glovewort? Or is it a Glowwort? Or is it a Glivewort? Is it a Lovewort? Or is it a Hatewort? Anyway, up here is the +9 and down there is the +8. So we will go both up here and down there. And then probably die. Because there's lots of tough enemies and our armor is insufficient. Oh, look! I have gloves for the first time in forever. AKA the whole game. The first time in the whole game I have gloves. But they might make me fat roll. They do not make me fat roll. Good. Should be down there. Somewhere. There. So +8. Ta-da! And then we can just get out of here. We can go home. We can get out forever. For we came here for these things, and we have these things that we came here for. You can kill those spider jockeys if you want to, but we do not care of the spider jockey. The combat music is still on, for they have spotted me, but that does not matter anymore. We do not want to go there, we want to go to the Mogwin Palace, so that we can grind for levels. Or not for levels, for experience, for souls, so we can upgrade our stuff. And then show these noobs what they're for, what for. These shield guys are tougher. You can deal with them kind of easily. Look at this, they roll right off the cliff. Just like how words roll right off your tongue. Come on, be a cliff boy. Be a good little cliff boy. He was not a good little cliff boy, and I had to spank him with my huge swords. But generally, you can just do that attack to defeat them. That should be enough souls to level us up all the way. Both me and my mimic tier. Mimic tier. So swords up to +10 and mimic tier up to +10 also. He's just saying that we're like a champion now. We're a big, huge champion. So I just got an achievement for getting my weapons up to +10 for any armament, it says. And now she's a spirit tuner, so we're tuning our spirits. Oh yeah, I have to buy. I have to buy +1 through 5, or however many I need. There's this fellow. He gives you a nice little gesture, The what do you want gesture. That's where you get it. You get it from that guy. And he is not a friendly guy. He will attack you at some point in the game, actually. Don't need 3, need 4, need 5, and then that should be it. I might need more souls in order to fully upgrade my mimic tier, but that should be fine. I need more souls anyway just to get the armor of the one guy of the Radon armor. So now mimic tier is at what? What's it at? Show me, it's at +2. This is the part where we grind lots. If you want to, you can just roll through this whole area and kill tons of enemies, but if you just want to grind up, then you can grind these two spots of enemies for a while. This spot and this spot over here. Because see, that like kills everyone. And then you get 40,000 souls. And then you can just either warp back here or run back here. And having the plus 20% souls for every time you kill someone really matters here, because this is a grind spot. A spot for grinding. There is a way to like unload the entire level and then get tons of souls all at once, but I don't know how to do that, so I'm not doing that. So that should be enough. That should be plenty of souls for... Oh, you're alive. Stop being alive. But that should be plenty of souls for upgrades. That should be enough for all the upgrades that we could ever need. Unless we want another super powerful ghost tier thing. Ghost Ash. Tune my spirit. These really get expensive, man. But hey, it's plus 10. That means it does stupid amounts of damage. It has stupid amounts of health. And now we can start buying Radon armor. And maybe equipping it someday. That's 2 pieces. So now let's get lots of souls. And level ups. Souls and level ups. That's what we're after. That's what I'm after on this fine day. Gotta get that health all the way up. And then that stamina so I can equip what I've just bought. And I'm gonna keep the thief helmet on, even though I just bought Radon's helmet. Because the thief is who I am at heart. So that's about 2 levels right there. Yep. Just keep on rolling. Keep rolling, rolling, rolling. If you want to, you can... There's a bird over there, a huge bird that gives you more souls. Like a ton more souls. But I think that this is the more efficient way to go about it. Is just shooting these guys, just killing these guys real quick. And then teleport over here, kill them again. Because that's faster, that's technically faster. I think it is at least. Faster than just running all the way back there. I have grinded out like 1,000,000 souls this way before. Or something like that. Somewhere around that amount. And this grind spot only gets better on New Game Plus. Because New Game Plus gives you double the amount of souls. At least on the first New Game Plus. And then every New Game Plus after that gives you still more souls, but less of a boost in souls for each area than the first New Game Plus does. Let's see what 5 grinds can give us. That was 3 grinds right there. This will be 4, so let's see what 5 can give us. Just spam them weapon art buttons. So that was 4. This is 5. If you cannot count, or if you are not paying attention, this is 5. It is super fast at getting tons of souls. And now we pretty much don't need to beat most of the bosses in the game, because we can just come here to get more souls, and all our stuff is upgraded to the max. So we don't need to fight bosses for upgrades either. We just need to come here and get these souls, unless we just want something specific in the game. So that's health all the way up to where it should be. Then endurance up to... that's as far as I can get it. So what can I equip the gloves? Medium load, yes, I can equip the gloves. So now the next milestone is getting the rest of his armor. So let's do 5 more grinds. So again, that's one grind. They do drop stuff, but not that important of stuff. I think occasionally the ones with the longer spears will drop their long spear stuff, like those guard guys with the shields. It's insane to me that they put this many high soul-giving enemies in one place. It's like they wanted this to be a grind spot. And then the fact that they allow you to get here so early, pretty much just right after being Stormveil Castle you can come here. It's like, maybe they wanted this to be a grind spot, and maybe that's why they put it here. Maybe that's why they allowed you to come here like this. But who knows? Who knows what goes on in the minds of weird developers? Like those people. Those people over there. Yes, yes, come towards me, so I can bring you in. Is that them all dead? It is them all dead. Mwahaha, my plan, my evil plot. My evil plot is going well. My evil plot. My evil plot to continuously kill creatures until they give me what I want out of life. Why did you not die? It is your purpose in life to die. So one more grind, and then we'll fight some actual bosses with our super awesome super gear. Some main story bosses. Dude, you shielded your way through that? Okay, maybe you're actually kind of cool. So first we want to get the rest of the armor, so I can wield it, so I can equip it. Because what else do you do with armor but equip it? But equip it! But equip it! And you just want to get pretty much enough stamina to wield your stuff. Wield your armor. Yeah, it's gonna be heavy load until you can actually use it. Oh, overload. Overload even. We'll walk all the way over here. And then level up a ton. So now I'm fat rolling. I can wear everything but the chest piece. And that's fine for now. So I'm gonna get something from this place that I did not get earlier, because it will help with the weight problem. Actually, if I instead go down under here, that will place me over here, and then I can go all the way up. All the way up there. And that'll give me a better thing for my weight problem. So I think I'll do that instead. Because there are like weight talismans you can get, but the best one is where I pointed it out. Where I pointed it out that you can go to. And I'm going to show you where it is. Pretty much you have to go underground, and then you have to go to the other side of the underground area and pop out of it.
Yes, right this way.
But it requires stone sword keys, and I probably have enough because they hand out stone sword keys like candy in this game, even though you don't actually need that many. So here's the big minor Erd tree that we do not need, that nobody needs. No one wants you, no one likes you, minor Erd tree. And big elevator, which takes like forever to go down. Lots of time wasted on elevators. We are now 3 hours and 15 minutes in. I think we're gonna have plenty of time by the end of this. By the end of this playthrough. And then it's like, oh look at all the pretty things that you can see from here. Look at all the pretty little palace things. We were up there earlier. We have that bonfire. And now we're gonna get the map for this little underground area. There's a bonfire, but you don't have to worry about it. Not at this level. What level are we at? We're at level 77. That's pretty high level. Bring me my horse. End game level is like in the hundreds in this game. Just in case you were wondering about it. And the level cap is level 60 for each status effect, for each stat. And that's like soft level cap, meaning you get less and less of a return on your levels each time you level up after 60. In Dark Souls it's 40, so you like upgrade everything to 40, and then after that it's just less and less returns on investment. But in this game it's 60, because it's so much bigger and more open, I suppose. Now where's that? That is what I am looking for. Not 7, not 3, but 4. Up there is another boss, and you have to light all these big pillars all around the area to get to it. But we don't need that boss. It is a superfluous boss, you could say. But in the upper area where we were, if you fight that one, then it gives you an achievement for some reason. I guess they thought that that version was more important to the story or something. Crab people, what do? They're just people who are crabs. There's another superfluous bonfire. So many superfluous. So many superfluous bonfires in this game. Get away from me, dear. Oh dear. Oh dear, my dear. Oh dear, my dear, my dear. Look at them stomping around for no reason. For some reason, but no reason that I can see. Then you have the archers up there. But we do not care about the archers, for we run by them. And then there's a bonfire there. Camera. There is a bonfire over there. If you want more superfluity. If you want more superfluity in your game, then there is a bonfire over there. And here's the elevator that actually matters. Just don't look at the edges of that cave, for it all is under-detailed. Oh look, it's going super fast. Super duper fast. And now we're in this place, and we want to get all the way to that place. And then there will be things that we can fight in order to get a big, huge, good talisman. That's like one of the best talismans in the game. And in its class, it is the best one. And it will be the 4th one that I use on my person, my persona.